Hi everybody, how are we today? If you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Shemane Nugent and I wanted to talk to you today about courage. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I had something interesting happen to me today and I thought this would make a great topic to talk to you about, no matter what your chosen profession is or maybe something that you've always dreamed about doing. To have the courage to do it. I was running, rushing, trying to get everything done that I had to do today, as normal. And I thought, I got 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. I'm going to go to the gym. And then I had that internal dialogue with myself. I'm arguing with myself. Does anybody else do that? Nah, why even bother? Can't do anything 20, 30 minutes. Don't even. Wouldn't it be better to just go home and just relax and make dinner and play with the dogs? And then I went, okay, I'll go to the gym. So I went to the gym, and it's a gym called Snap Fitness, if you've ever heard of it. You can go there 24 hours, and I thought it was convenient, it's on my way, I think I'll go. And so there was a nice gentleman there named Justin, and Justin signed me in, and I paid, and just me there, me and Justin. So if you've ever been in that situation where, you just want to start talking to somebody. I felt like I did my workout. I did a good solid 20 minutes. Treadmill, the rower, lifted some weights, some squats and things, and tricep extensions and all kinds of fun stuff. And then there's just Justin cleaning all the machines. So I took off my headphones and I just started talking. Sorry, I got a phone call. So I just started talking to Justin. And I said, hey, have you been in this area for a long time? He said, yeah, born and raised here. And he told me he was 30, about to be 30 or going to be 30. And he's told me that he was studying writing, or he wanted to write. He always wanted to write a book. In fact, while I was working out, he didn't know when he checked me in, he did one of those, looking at my ID going, you probably get this all the time, but you're not any relation to, are you? And I went, yeah. And so apparently he Googled me while I was working out, and he said, I saw your book. And actually, he saw this book that I wrote, Married to a Rock Star, when I was 40. And then I wrote this one, 4 Minutes a Day, Rock and Roll Your Way to Happy, just a year and a half ago. Wrote that, published that. And my husband keeps telling me, anytime you do Facebook Live, you have to talk about your books. So I'm talking about my books. But this all correlates. So if you know somebody, it's not just going to pertain to writing and writers, but also people who've had this thing in the back of their mind where they wanted to do something different. I'd love for you to share this with them right now. And I am, as I said yesterday, in my yesterday Facebook Live, where I talked about women in self-defense, I'm giving away $200 worth of free stuff, and I'll tell you more about that if you stick around to the end. And all you have to do is share this to be eligible for the $200 worth of free stuff. So I was talking to Justin and talking about writing, and he mentioned that he Googled me and saw my book, this one. And I said, well, did you know I wrote this one? And he goes, no. Because he also told me, wow, you're so motivational. You're so happy and upbeat. And you should be a motivational speaker. I am, Justin. He didn't Google me on that. But I want to tell you about that. I can get up on stage in front of 60,000 people at a rock and roll concert. In fact, I did. It was the Swedish Rock Festival, and there were 60,000 people there. And I don't even think twice about it. In fact, the airlines lost my luggage, and all I had was my travel clothes, which was a Lululemon black t-shirt and jeans, and I think tennis shoes or something. And my husband said, no, come on, you got to do it. And I'm like, oh, what the heck? I don't even think twice about that. But when I speak, and in the past few years, I knew that I was going to write this book, and I knew I needed to put myself out there and do more speaking engagements. But I get a little nervous about it. I feel I don't know why. Like, I can get up on stage in front of 60,000 people and it doesn't even bother me. I love it. I love dancing. I love making people smile. And when I'm teaching Zumba fitness classes or any fitness class, I love that engagement that I get with people, and I love it. But standing there and talking feels very vulnerable. It feels more vulnerable than dancing in front of a bunch of rock and roll fans. And so I thought about this interaction that I had with Justin, and I encouraged him to write. He said he always wanted to write a novel, and I go, well, when are you going to do it? I don't know, I'm just busy. And I said, well, then you got to read this book, because that's what happened to me too. Life got in the way. And I really feel like we need to stop saying, I'm going to do something when, I'm going to fill in the blank, and just do it now. Brene Brown, who is a best-selling author, and she did TED Talks. Her TED Talk hit 30 million views, I think, on YouTube. And she talked about vulnerability and courage, and doing something that makes you feel vulnerable. And sometimes those are the things that you need to just put yourself out there and write about. And she also talks about Theodore Roosevelt, who wrote about the man in the arena. The man in the arena is the one who's getting dirty, and who's the one who is getting criticized. People make fun of him all the time. He's, this or that, too short, too tall, too fat, too small, too skinny, too whatever. And those are the people. The man in the arena he's the person, she's the person who is being vulnerable and having the courage to do something. And I think at the end of the day, it's not, she also writes, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how strong the man stumbles. This is the Theodore Roosevelt quote. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred with dust and blood, who comes out again and again and again and fails again and again and again and keeps going. So I thought I'd talk to you about my conversation with Justin and how I hope I inspired him to write. If not now, when? If you've got 5 minutes. So for those of you who are interested in writing your story, I always hear about that. And I was one of those people too. I thought when Ted was doing a book deal, I remember we sat down with Lions Press, who published this book, and I just chimed in. We were having lunch with the publisher, and I said, and I want to write a book. And this was when I was 38 years old. And he said, okay, do it. And then I went, oh, like I really have to do it now. And that's what happened with this. And I was very vulnerable in this book. I talked about a very vulnerable topic. And in my book, it's been, I think, 15 years that I published this. In my book, I said, if this can help just one person, then what I'm saying in this book is worthwhile. If my experience can help just one person, then it's worthwhile. So I say to you, if your experience, what you've gone through, what you've endured in life, if you've ever dreamt of writing, if that experience can help just one person, then it's worth it. And it takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there. We get criticized, those of us, and I don't ever count myself as a celebrity. I'm married to a celebrity, but this is one of the things Justin asked me. He said, what's it like being married to a rock star? I said, well, I actually wrote the book. But I said, it's wonderful and it's difficult at the same time. We get more criticism because we're out in public. And I talked about this openly when we visited the White House. I had so much hate messages on my Instagram, on my Twitter, and here on Facebook. It would take me hours every day to delete it. Hours. I was called every name in the book, horrible, horrible, hateful things. Hours. hours every day to delete everything. And of course, Ted's got a team of people that help him do that. And most celebrities do and should, because the problem is when you're a celebrity, you can't really fight back in the form of people can say anything they want about you and they can get away with it. I'm not really a celebrity. I'm not. I'm married to one. But so I had to kind of fend on my own. And it was a huge wake-up call for me. Number one, to grow thicker skin. People are going to hate you anyway. Do good anyway. You can get kicked in the teeth, punched when you're down. Or I think it's punched in the face and then kicked when you're down. Do good anyway. So that's my my words of wisdom for you today, my word of advice and inspiration and motivation. I'm going to take a few minutes to talk to you guys, to chit-chat with you. But if you are interested in getting $200 worth of free goodies, superfood nutrition that have changed my life and my husband's life, all you have to do is share this. And if you know somebody who's a writer or wants to be a writer and wants to write, has talked about writing a book, yeah? When are you going to do it? When are you going to publish it? When are you going to try? When are you going to put it out there and actually be vulnerable? It takes a lot of guts. It does. Share this message with them, because my goal in life is to change people's lives. I feel like we're all here. You're here for something special. There are people who are accountants, and I'm not good at numbers, but we need people like you. So never feel like you're not good enough to do something. Have the courage. I think Brene Brown also talked about courage and fear being so closely related. Like every time I go live, there's a little bit of a fear, like, am I going to reach people? And I say a little prayer that I hope this message reaches people. So I hope that you can share this with somebody who might need this. And I hope that it's helped you in some small way today. To take 5 minutes to do the thing that makes your heart sing, or 4 minutes. 4 minutes a day, rock and roll your way to happy. I talk about little things in this book, little things that can change your life in just 4 minutes a day. Don't believe me? Do squats for 4 minutes. Do push-ups for 4 minutes. See how that works out for you. And write for 4 minutes. All right, you guys, I'm going to, excuse me, talk to you guys and see how you're doing. Oh my gosh. I got a little cough here. Okay. Hello, Shemane. That's cool. Hey, Steve. How are you? I got a word for you. Thank you very much, Steve. Hey, Chris. Thank you very much, Chris. Hey, Connie. Thank you for being who you are, a sweet spirit of inspiration. Thank you. Hi, Shemane. Good to see you. You glow. Oh, thank you so much, Darlo. Hey, Elaine. No matter how much good you do these days, yeah, reach me, girl. Oh, I'm so glad. Hey, Gary. Hey, Rhonda. I gotta get my water. Hang on. Okay. Hey, Jeff. Needed that. Thanks. Hey, Billy. Hey, Robert. Thanks for the inspiration. Jimbo Simmons. Thank you. Is it Jimbo for sharing this? Hey, Kelly. Hey, Jack. Jack Lartz. Thank you, Jack, for sharing this. Hey, already shared your message. Thanks, Alan. Hey, Sonia, love the glasses. Thank you. All right, you guys. Cynthia, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Do something that scares you. Get the courage, be vulnerable, put yourself out there and see what happens. You just might be surprised. Oh, share this if you want to get $200 of superfood products. I have this contest going on till tomorrow. I might do Saturday, I'm not sure. And if you want to just jump in and get the superfood nutrition that my husband and I live by, live on, swear by, you can just email me at ShemaneHealthyHappy@gmail.com or go to ShemaneNugent.rocks/ not sure, you can look up webinars and it's /opportunity. So it's Shemane, SHEMANE, Nugent, NUGENT, .rocks, ROCKS, /opportunity. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. My husband tells me I have to end with talking about my books. So it's a quick read, this one. 4 minutes a day, rock and roll your way to happy. You can get it for $3 on Kindle. And I've got 5-star reviews, and I've been told it's changed people's lives. So thank you so much for being here. I will talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow for sure. Have a great day. Bye.